Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, a squad looking to put on a show. Taking on a team from the Big 12, a group looking to make a statement. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
First and 10.
Offense set on first down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires to the big fella. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up the decision for this coach.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
I like this call in plus territory. The punt would have to be so precise, might as well leave the offense out there on 4th down. Makes the catch past the sticks. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
First down for the offense.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. They're going to throw it again. Safe completion on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, and still short of the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Quickly complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And into the end zone for a touchdown.
And I love this offense and the way they started this football game. Listen, last week be danged, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out, setting the tone in this ball game, putting a long drive together, and getting a touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So an 82-yard drive there. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. First down here for the offense. The give from the gun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Got the first down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hand.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Give to the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And that's a good sight to see from this defense. Last week, they gave up a ton of points in a loss. This week, getting a deflection early. Hopefully see the ball a little bit better, play the passing game better. This defense definitely has to improve from what it was a week ago.
On third down, going up top. The quick out. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? You got all these analytics, fourth down, set it, go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big first down.
They'll throw it on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Snags it. Finds the finish line for the touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And they had the extra point to finish the drive. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20.
First and 10.
The offense lining up for a first down play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll keep it on the ground. At the 35, he's got room. Running toward the tape. The 20. He's at the 10. And he'll take it in for a touchdown.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. A fair catch called for and made. First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
They'll try the run. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Makes the catch, and a huge play on the left side.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Headed to the end zone, and he's in for the touchdown. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He's going to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. Handoff to the lone back. creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
And the quick shuffle pass. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown.
The quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They'll give it to the back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
A lot of times when that ball's coming out, you can tell the offensive linemen want to get those defensive linemen's hands down. They want to hit them, engage on them. Great job by the defensive end, getting his hands up in the air and getting the deflection.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And here comes the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He gets a block. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Handoff to the lone back. On the move is the 30. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day. And into the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
That could not have gone any worse. This offense set up Palmer at the 1, going the wrong direction, man.
Yeah, it's way harder to score touchdowns from this area of the field because you can't throw into the end zone so easily. That was a golden opportunity. They got to come up with something positive here.
You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right?
And they're in for a touchdown.
Nice job on 3rd and goal. You know what's coming. I know what's coming. The physicality, the offensive line doing a great job. And the fullback gets the handoff right up the gut, takes it downhill, uses his power, and falls into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Sends it downfield. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hang on, it's incomplete, and you can't worry about the footsteps when you're running those crossing routes. It'll be 3rd down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He lets one fly deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away.
Returner goes out of bounds.
Just under half a minute to go before the break. They'll take over 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He's got his man. Turns it on in midfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Finds his big tight end. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. Find the offensive coordinator. I'm letting this guy keep chucking it down here close to the goal line.
Pulls it in and runs into the end zone for a touchdown.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They've got to shore up their play in the back half.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're lining up to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down.
And the offense will take over First and 10.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Trying to find his man on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set for the second half kickoff.
Set to kick this one away.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
First and 10.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They'll open the second half on the ground. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. What a snag by the defense. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Look, that interception is not the quarterback's fault. It's those dumb coaches for putting him in the game.
Putting him in that position in the first place, right? I'll tell you what, let's give the defender some credit here. I think Reese, he just wanted the ball more. He did a great job in coverage, watching the QB, anticipating the receiver on his break. He went up, he plucked it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. At the 45 on its way. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight in these duels.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. TCU is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that hasn't been stopped since that group stepped off the bus. They're up by 28 over the Coyotes. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Snags it down the right side. He's off to the races. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. The give to the tailback. At midfield, he's got room. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Quick strike complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield. You saw that right there.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They go to the ground. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Oh, and he missed it. No good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21. He couldn't connect on that 44-yard field goal attempt, so now the offense will take over at its own 27. He's moving out of the pocket, trying to make magic on the scramble. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Now on 2nd down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Snares it outside. It's Williamson. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
Love that. Nice hands and also beautiful awareness by the receiver to make that grab in bounds.
Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. This time they'll go to the running game. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They're bringing heat. They've got the screen set up. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Got a man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He's got a 1st down and maybe a lot more. Looks it into his hands and then waltzes it into the end zone. Touchdown. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And he makes the extra point. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fair catch called for and made. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Clock winds inside a minute to play here in the 3rd. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Got his man in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. The best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that pass picked off. Looking for more room. And he's in for the score. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. A 1st down for the offense. They'll go to the ground. At the 35, he's open. All kinds of running room. He's at the 30. The 10. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get to the 2nd level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Makes a move. Got a little room. Just a step away from taking that one to the house, and what a way that would have been to end the 3rd quarter. Pretty good anyway as we head to the final period. He'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Trying to get to him. They get to him as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
This time he's got it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Makes the grab. It's Moore. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up.
Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zero.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. NC State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This Pac team has picked itself up before, and they are capable of it again today. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Tennessee. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
When you run this out route, you know you're starting to get close to the sidelines. I know I got to start slowing down and find a way to drag or get one toe, a pinky toe, a big toe, whatever I can inbounds. Nice effort, nice catch, way to keep something in bounds.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Got his man quickly. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect fourth down call there.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on fourth down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
You know, and that's disappointing for the head coach because you drill these 2-minute, 4-minute type situations late in games. You got to have awareness and understand what you're trying to accomplish. You're trying to bleed the clock, and you can't do that if you're running out of bounds.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll leave it with him. There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15.
It's really important at this point of the game late that they at least get a field goal here to make this a 2-possession game. So they're staying conservative. They're running the football, keeping it on the ground to execute that idea.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
And big-time play by this defensive line, setting the line of scrimmage, getting the stop, forcing the 4th down now. I think I got a pretty good idea, Palmer, that, well, if you're calling plays, if I'm calling plays, well, really, if anybody's calling plays, I'm thinking green light.
Yeah, so let's see if the defensive line can do it again. You just saw it on that last play. Can they bow up one more time, make a game-changing and a momentum-changing type play to give the football back to their offense?
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And after missing that field goal, this is still a 1-possession game, guys.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Gets it to the back. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And here comes the offense on second down. To the ground with the back. Runs through a tackle. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And he's wrestled out of bounds after a nice pickup.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. The hands, the feet. He steps his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a huge score and extra point there to get it tied in the final minute. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. First down for this offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air, but a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
Off the play fake. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
Yeah, and that's fine. Listen, it's go time. Right now it's coming up on third down. You probably got 2 downs anyways. It's the fourth quarter. It's time for this QB to take charge.
The give to the back. At the 35, he's loose. And he breaks into the open. At the 20. Into their happy place for a touchdown.
That is just how the coach wants to draw it up. Take up all the clock, score the go-ahead touchdown. This one is all but over.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Just when you think it's automatic, it's not. Extra point, no good. They might want to consider driving this one through on the ground, get him to touch it and get that clock running. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking to go up top on first down. He's taking a deep shot. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. That was fun, and it was big time, and it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, drawing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it, Dave, and that's a tough situation to be in. There's so much pressure on these individual players to have to step up and have to make that big play, but you could see the belief they had in each other, the respect they have for each other, and now moving forward, this is a huge confidence builder for this team.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.